Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Heroes. Or Dicing with Death at this point. I don't know. There's been a lot of mayhem.
Yeah.
Um,
Look, it's sometime. Look, we're usually doing the hero side of Hardcore Heroes, and now we're doing the hardcore side of Hardcore Heroes.
yeah, I think you guys have allied yourself with Malchus in some strange ways in this episode.
I didn't do anything. I did not try to kill the guards.
I was trying to save people, man.
Set this kid on fire.
I'm squeaky clean.
So, enough of me blaming you guys for everything going wrong. Van Helsing, you sleep for the night.
Yes.
Okay, Kine, what about you? You're on a wall.
I'm
Did you just hang out on the wall?
Yeah, I'm not sleeping, kind of this half sleeping. I mean, I'm a ranger. I am used to being in the wild, so this kind of lighthearted sleep where you immediately wake up if something is making noise in the area. So,
okay. So you just hang out on the wall. Let's flip back then to Malachi, who's still doing things at night. Malachi, you've got you and Jeeves.
All right, so
you lock Jeeves in the house, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I've locked the door. Make sure he doesn't go upstairs. I get one of my healing potions and feed it to Jeeves.
All right, roll me 2d4.
+2.
Yeah.
This is more than we've ever paid him. The worth of that potion.
Okay. Jeeves' wounds patch up. The flesh knits over, and he slowly blinks his way to consciousness. He's got like a bald spot on his head where some hair was ripped out, and he's still missing some teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually he comes to consciousness. Are you lighting the room somehow?
Yeah,
no, this room is magically lit at all times, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, because it has
Yes,
the
it
glowing
is.
ceiling.
Yeah. He blinks. Goes,
Jeeves. All right, just shh.
Am I dead?
No.
I can't see myself.
Jeeves, shush.
I
I'm
can't
so
see
sorry.
you. I can't see myself. Am I dead?
What? You're blind?
No, I can see the room.
Oh, we're invisible. Sorry, I forget sometimes. I guess I can't see him either.
No.
So, yeah. Jeeves, don't worry, you're invisible. So am I.
Is that you, Master Van Helsing?
No, it's Malachi Van Helsing. I don't know where he is. Look, I came back. I'm so sorry for what happened.
I'm so sorry, my lord. I didn't tell him anything.
I'm sure you didn't. I don't suppose you saw what happened to the carriage.
They took it down to the docks.
All right, good.
Never
Good.
been invisible before.
Did I see the carriage when I was flying around?
There are a lot of carriages. I don't know if you could identify yours in particular.
Okay.
What, you didn't see the giant dick that we drew on the top of it?
Okay, Jeeves, look. I'm going to need you to stay here. Just get some rest. I'll be back for you and I'm going to get us out of here. But we are both wanted, extremely wanted men. So, if anyone comes in here, just stay quiet because they can't see you, alright?
Okay, my lord.
Look, I'm sorry for this situation, but it's all I can do. I'll make sure that they pay for what they've done.
I'll just wait here. Please don't get yourself in any trouble on my account.
And like that, I am gone. Alright.
Where do you go?
So I'm going to cast Locate Object. So I'm not gone. I'm actually casting a spell. I'm going to try and... I'd have a good enough mental image of the crown, right?
Yeah.
That we looted.
Ah, clever.
Locate Object on the crown.
Alright, that lasts for 1 round per level. And has a range of...
100 yards. Or it might actually be better. Yeah, your version kind of sucks, Malachi.
It's 20 yards per level for him.
How does it work? Do I need to hold a stick? Is that how it works? Or do I just know? 'Cause if it's...
You've got a forked twig, like a dowsing rod. And so
Right, yeah,
you
so
just kind of hold it and look in... Oh, no.
Yeah, but I actually have to be me to do it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Could he be like some other figure?
A humanoid.
Yeah.
If I put it on the ground and then shift it into an imp, I could pick it back up, right?
The twig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably fly as a bird with it in your beak.
Well, what I mean
you
is
need
the
to
twig.
hold one end of each of the.
Okay.
Is the twig still magical after I put it down? Because like then that kind of implies that you could cast it on the twig and somebody else could pick it up.
I think
No, it's powers on you, so you can locate object, but you need a tool to do it, and the twig is your tool.
Okay, so I do this
Yeah,
then.
the twig has no magic in it.
All right, and then I fly out the chimney, if I can. If the imp can fly out the chimney.
There's no chimney in this room down here. There's only a chimney in the bedroom up there. And as an imp, you'd be too big to fit through the chimney anyway.
Okay, so I slide it under the door. Yeah, right.
Spider under the door. Imp on
Pick
the
it
other
back
side.
up. Yeah,
Okay.
right. And I start flying around the town looking for the crown.
So it's 20 yards per level, so it has to be within 140 yards of you.
it's pretty good. That's like a football field and a half.
But the problem is it only lasts for 7 minutes. How long does it take for you to polymorph yourself back and forth? The one
2
round.
minutes
I mean-
total.
I will land and recast locate object to scour the whole town. Though.
Okay. So you polymorph twice to get under the door. So at best you have 12
rounds.
minutes of locate object between the two castings. 12 minutes is not enough time to scour the entire town.
But you just keep doing it though.
I mean, he
Neil,
knows he
But I
has to
would
go
like
toward the
know-
docks, right?
I would like to know which sections
Okay.
of the town you're going to prioritize. Okay, I guess you can keep rememorizing locate object.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He also knows where it is, generally.
I'm gonna go. Well, I don't. I'm gonna go to the dock first, and then after that, I'm gonna go to the keep.
By the way, Neil, it's 160 yards for him. Because he's...
Oh, yeah.
Seventh. Oh, you're 8th level. Okay, so it's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And 160 yards. So you look across the docks. You don't see it. The keep is the lighthouse. It's the lighthouse keep here. And as you approach lighthouse keep, you do, sure enough, ping off of something within there.
See, fucking nobles, man. They just steal your stuff. They're just looking for an excuse.
While I'm around the dock, I mean, I have a look for the carriage. Probably.
You see a collection of carriages parked over near the docks.
I mean, do I not see mine though?
Yeah, one of them's yours.
Okay.
Or it could be, whatever.
Just enter the treasury and steal everything magical.
To be fair, I'm not gonna get the carriage back. That's pushing it a bit too far. All right. Okay, so I guess we're breaking into the keep again to get the treasure back.
Yeah.
What's the window situation?
Lighthouse keep. Oh god, I've got to look at my notes on this.
Actually, first order of business is trying to locate which room it's in the lighthouse. Which, given the shape of a lighthouse, is probably quite easy. I could probably find the floor, and that's probably just one room per floor.
The lighthouse keep rises 10 stories from a rocky island 1,000 feet off of the north coast of Redport. And as the name implies, it acts as both the lighthouse and the keep. A dock on the south side of the island provides a way to resupply the keep. You don't need to know these details. You don't need to know those details. Okay, so you look for the floor that it's on.
Yep.
Where do they store their money? It's going to be on the 1, 2, 3, on the 4th floor.
Is that the top floor?
No, it's a 10-story building. So 3 floors above the ground.
How did
Alright,
they even
well-
catch that chest?
It was
They-
in the carriage.
But it can
So all
run.
they have to do is open. No, there's nowhere to go. If you open the door to the carriage, it can't go anywhere, and you just hold on to it, and then it's caught. It was actually in the most vulnerable position possible on a movable object in a.
I kind of considered putting it on the roof of the carriage.
They can't pick it up though, Neil. You know.
I'm well aware that they can't pick it up.
So is it not still in? They've smashed the. They've
Yeah, they might
smashed
have
the
just
chest.
axed it.
Okay. Yeah.
Poor chest.
All right. Well, I mean, and then I'm invisible and I can shift between
not the chest.
creatures. I mean, I'm going to try and get into that room. I'll go in any open window as an invisible spider and crawl around until I can get there.
The windows on the lighthouse do not open, or they
Is
are
there-
not open. Some of them will have a method to open them, but they are all closed.
So there's a door I could go under, or there's cracks in the wall that I could crawl through. Like spiders get into houses, right? Somehow. I wish they didn't, but they do.
They do. Yeah, I think it's doors mostly, maybe some other cracks. In a stone building, it's going to be a lot harder for a spider to get through. There is the floor on the door on the ground level that's open, and on the very roof, there's like a hatch that allows you to go from the roof to the lighthouse room that's below it.
All right. Well, I'll go in. There's no guards like standing around outside the door, is there? Not that it even matters. I'll just go I'll go under the door, work my way up, try and find that place.
What happens in Polymorph Other if someone? I'm not saying this is what's happening now. But if
Yeah,
you're
if
a
somebody
spider
steps on
and
me.
someone steps on you, do you just die?
No,
No, 'cause
because
I've
his
got this-
health and defenses are exactly the same. I think he would take like the damage that he would take if somebody had stepped on him in human form.
So that
Yeah, so
if
just-
someone's polymorphed into a spider, you could jump up and down on them without crushing them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, you would probably injure them. I think if somebody jumped on you, they would probably injure you.
I think it would just
Yeah.
do D3 damage now, like a stamp. Like the
Yeah.
spider only has 1 health, right?
It'd be like an unarmed attack, probably.
But I've got 50
I mean,
in
he
health.
could like if
Right,
he
so
transformed himself into like a small golden dragon, he could like he'd still have the same armor and AC and health.
Right. So
like,
if you
as
turn yourself
normal
into a
person.
dragon and then you're a wizard with very little HP, someone stabs the dragon once, it just goes "Rah!" and
Yeah, and it
dies.
also gets hit on like a 10.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
it's same thing except reverse with the
All
spider.
right, super spider, you go under the door.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I mean, it's kind of trivial, actually. I guess I just make my way to the room where the chests are.
Yeah, it's not too difficult. You climb over here, climb up the wall, move along the ceiling, go up the staircase. Eventually, you find your way to this room.
Is there a guard outside that room?
Yes, there is. No, actually, there's not. Not on
Okay.
the. You go into the room, and it is a. Yes, Sean.
Oh, somebody in chat said that he should start off by wizard locking every single door in the keep.
The room you enter has 2 sub rooms within it, right? Because there's the staircase that goes around the keep. Actually, probably goes up the center of the keep. And you open this. Go around the edge. No, it definitely has to go around the center because you've got windows on the outside. No, it could go. No, okay. So the staircase goes around the edge of the keep, spirals up the edge. So when you open the door, you can see that this immediately opens into some sort of barracks, and then there is a small sub room off to the side. You're not in spider form, actually. Yeah, you're in spider form, so you don't know where within this the thing will be.
Okay. I'm pretty high intelligence, though, and I know where I was when I was outside and where it was being pointed to, so I probably got an idea of which part of the wall.
Perhaps,
which
but you're
direction?
inside and as a spider, so you're not sure which direction you're facing.
Yeah. Is there people in here?
Yep, this looks like the soldiers' quarters. There's a bunch of guards standing around. Some of them are taking off their armor for the day. They're chatting about all the things that soldiers chat about.
How many of them are there?
You got 11 soldiers in here.
Oh, okay. It's quite a lot. I mean, I feel like I've made my way this far. Why wouldn't can I see that there's another room that's
You can see that
separate to
there's
this?
another room. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll carefully, to avoid being stepped on, head to that room.
Okay. This room looks like a. I'm sorry, I misread one of my markers on my sheet. The room that you go into that is supposed to have this on the 4th floor is not the soldiers' quarters. Soldiers' quarters is the 3rd floor. This
Okay.
is just a large storage room. There's food being stored here. Looks like barrels of water, perhaps. You see some weapons and other gear that look like they need repairs.
Yeah.
All the things that a keep needs to keep itself going are stashed here. And
Okay.
you see a separate room with a stone wall at the back of this that looks like it might be the treasury.
Okay. All right. It's under that door as well.
Okay, and this
I
is
put all the
point
treasure
where-
in Discord, by the way.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wow.
So you can see what's in there too.
So,
It's a lot of
time
shit
to-
in that chest.
Time
What
to
a lot.
empty this keep's treasure.
Yeah.
Well, laugh. This has been all right. I mean, I'll get in there now. And then is the
Yeah,
floor
I need to just take a look at a couple of things here first.
is the floor stone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So they're not going to hear me. That's good. All right. No. Fight all the guards and then leave.
You have to web every single room in the keep, and then as you're leaving, just drop a match.
Web's the only spell that I can't cast because I haven't slept.
Okay, so you slip underneath the door.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you just have to sleep to get web, or is it every day?
It's every day. So I
Okay.
don't know. Do you know when that's recharged, Neil? Did you just feel it, or do you
probably-
have to sleep?
The clock strikes midnight, and you feel your powers return to you.
I think you just have to keep trying it. You don't know when it's available or not.
Okay. All right. I'm in this room. It's far enough away from any other humans that I can reasonably pull out my magic candle and learn spells if I need to, right?
Possibly, but yes, and this room has no window in it, so
Perfect. So I will, with my candle, start to look around this place for treasure.
this is definitely the treasury here. You see the pair of crowns tossed just on a heap of other stuff. There's a bunch of chests filled with various coins. There's a lot more treasure in here than you guys had initially, but all the things that you had are dumped in here as well.
I'm gonna sit down and learn and cast detect magic.
Magic items.
See if
I
there's
told
any
you, man.
magic gear.
Well, there's the
you
magic
have.
items that you. Oh no, you
No,
didn't take
I've got that.
You've got all
Polymorph
your stuff
Stealth
on you.
is the best spell. I don't think people really believe me, but it's true, isn't it? It's
Polymorph self is
Great
incredibly
spell.
good.
So a +10 sword on one.
Here's the best
point.
part: if you go human form and you just get a big sack of stuff that you strap to your back, and you go back to polymorph self, you're now it like merges with you.
yeah, I think so.
But if it's more than you can carry, you still can't move.
Yeah, but if he's like right under severe encumbrance, you could just move very, very slowly.
I think so. Yeah. I can always just cast levitate on the sack of loot anyway.
You can actually move 120 feet per round as a spider, just like cross-country sprinter spider.
Is that right?
What's the movement rate of a spider?
It doesn't change when you shift, does it? Your movement rate
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it just
yeah,
stay?
it does.
Oh,
No, no,
okay, your movement rate.
that's
Okay,
shifts.
never mind.
I don't know what would spider even be? Is the insect? Oh yeah, there is. Insect. Hornet.
I
Pernicon.
think-
Praying
I
mantis.
think it's
termite.
under. It's
That's
under
it.
spider. It's under spider.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it? Aren't they all giant spiders or?
A hairy spider, I think.
Uh,
Yeah,
6
spiders
inches
are all
or
giant
less.
under the listings.
6 inches. I mean, that's probably about right.
6 inches is a big spider. That's like
Large spider is 2 inches and no, that's is it inches or feet?
That's feet.
Okay, yeah, 2 feet.
Yeah, I guess. But what's the movement rate of the hairy spider?
12.
12. So it's probably like 6, isn't it?
There is
don't know, actually.
no
How's-
magical gear in this room.
Convenient. No, that's all right. All right. So I grab all our shit to begin with.
Okay, you start stuffing your things into your backpack.
Yeah, and then I will fill the bag with the most valuable looking stuff that I can. My bag's probably pretty full.
Yeah, the weight is probably going to be the bigger thing than the volume because
Yeah.
these valuable things are going to be made of precious metals.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. I guess I take what we've got.
Mhm.
I'm going to be encumbered. I don't mind being a little bit encumbered. Is there anything particularly valuable that?
Oh yeah,
I can
there are gemstones and there are valuable art objects, but there's also like large chests filled with things, and if you wanted to really figure out what's in here, you'd have to like empty them out to make sure that there's nothing buried down in there, and that would be a noisy and time-consuming process.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I will
So at a
grab.
cursory glance, you can just take the things that are sitting on top, or maybe like shift some coins around.
I'll go for gems then, or if there's a chest full of mithril, then I'll go for that as well.
There's
but
no chest full of mithril.
damn it.
I'll go for gems then. That seems like the lightest weight of wealth.
So you do find a couple of pouches filled with some gems of different types. And you can take any of the valuable art objects as well.
If there's anything small, I'll take it, like a dagger or something. I don't know.
No, there's no weapons or armor or miscellaneous quirky things.
Yeah, so it's all like what, like paintings and stuff.
No, it's like golden goblets and that sort of like work of art, not necessarily like painting art, but here's like a marble bust that has like sapphires for eyes, and that's too heavy for you to take. But
yeah, sure. All right, well, I'll trust you on that. I'll just take what I can.
Right, you take what you can.
My bag's pretty full. The question is, do I go and kill all the guards? I certainly could. Did I walk past many other people on the way up here?
There were other people going around, yes. Civilians and soldiers and knights.
All right,
Well,
fuck
a
that.
knight who was down at the very base.
Fuck that then. All right, so I don't know if we need to keep doing this whole spell thing, Neil, but I will just. I mean, would I be encumbered if I'm the spider? I guess I can test it.
You were already lightly encumbered. How much did all this shit weigh? Matched kings. Okay, let me just add up some weights here.
I would imagine they average out to about a pound each.
Yeah, I'd say
the art
each
objects.
crown is about a pound. The sword is what, like 5 pounds for a long sword?
I
4
think it's
pounds for a
3 or
long sword?
4.
By
I think
the
it's
way,
3 or
the
4.
sword is magical, Neil. It has the lights.
Oh yeah, the sword would have
Oh right, yeah. The
magical.
sword was magical. That was the only magical thing here. Kine has one of the hunting horns, right?
Yes, and I have the chest set.
You have the chest
Oh,
set
yeah.
on you.
Yes, for the augury spell.
Okay. The precious statues to the gods are actually going to weigh quite a bit.
Okay.
There's what, 26 gods?
Yeah,
so
they're
that
fairly
was-
small statues, right?
Yeah,
so it
they're
was like a
rocks,
small
so they're about a
case.
pound each.
And they're in a case.
Yeah, that's about. I'm just gonna say 25 pounds instead of 26 plus case. So that's 34 pounds just for the gear that you want that's already yours.
Yeah, and the gems.
Yeah, then the gems are almost negligible, and you probably can grab another 5 pounds worth of art objects and stuff. So you can grab 39 pounds worth of gear. How encumbered are you with that?
Okay, let me work that out. Sorry.
You should be able to move at least.
Yeah, I think so. I've got what, 10 strength, obviously. So max press the max you can carry? That's 115.
Mm-hmm.
How much is all my gear that we took?
39 for the loot.
So this puts me up to about 80.
Oh, that's fine.
What's your encumbrance? How encumbered are you at that point?
Haven't filled in that bit of the table. I'm sorry.
It's
The
been like
character.
fucking a year.
Yeah. I've never had that much.
Malachi never carries anything.
Yeah. Character encumbrance. There we go.
Oh,
10.
potions were not there.
Okay, heavily encumbered.
Ooh, what's your strength? Out of curiosity.
10.
10. Okay. So yeah, that is heavily encumbered. So you're moving at movement rate 3.
All right. Well, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm
I have
gonna
no
learn
idea what
strength.
you're gonna do. You're gonna learn strength, cast strength.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
I think it lasts a while, like 1 hour per level. Then
Oh my god,
No,
that's
no.
way better than mine.
it does
Oh,
last
yeah.
a while.
Yeah,
me check.
strength is on.
1 hour per
Strength is a
level.
while.
That's much better than mine.
I'm so sorry, Neil. All right, D4 strength.
I thought it was D8 for your version spell.
No,
He's
it's
a
wizard.
wizard.
Yeah.
It depends on what class
okay,
you
I
are.
see. I see.
2. That puts me up to the next.
That's 12. So your encumbrance, you're now mediumly encumbered.
All right, so that's what movement rate 6.
Yeah. Half the natural movement rate of whatever form you're in.
Okay. So, I feel like we can gloss over it, but if you want me to work
No, you're
it
just
out,
gonna spider your way back out and fly
I was
away.
actually thinking I might like cast fly, dimension door out into the air.
Fly off. That's fine.
Yeah, and
You can do these things, and
I go and get Jeeves. I bring Jeeves to the wall. I dimension doors past the wall. Then I turn back into a Pegasus to go and get Bastion.
So you're gonna have to relearn polymorph other again.
It's probably gonna take all night. Yeah.
Yes. My concern is when you're relearning polymorph other, you're gonna have to have some light to do that. So.
Yeah, but I do it back at Zinli's house.
Okay.
Yeah. I
So
refresh all the shit,
only
though.
because you have this potion can you
Yeah.
do all of this crazy spell shit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And-
yeah.
He's gonna get so much XP this session. This is
Are
why
we-
Malachi always pulls so far ahead of me in terms of XP.
I don't even. It's hard to keep track of all of this.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. We might just want to round it and
It's a lot of spells. I mean,
a lot
yeah.
of spells. Are we sure that you can just learn spells whenever you want? I mean, having done all of this.
It says that he is like he doesn't like he just never feels fatigue in any fashion. So I feel like he's always well rested.
Yeah.
It's a bit late to go back on that now.
Right, right. I know.
I feel like with something as valuable as a potion of vitality, that's a fair judgment.
Full vitality despite exertion, lack of sleep, and going without food or water for up to 7 days will nullify. Also continue the potion. Yeah, I mean, as written, it makes sense to do it that way, and so we're going to keep it like this. But whenever it is that I go around to rewriting all the rules for everything, I'm gonna clear some of these loopholes.
I agree. That's
But we're here already. You do it. You get Kind. You get Jeeves. Everyone's invisible.
And having not heard from Van, though, I go to Clydesdale from there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And Van, you're headed to Clydesdale too?
Yeah, so I'm sleeping on the right off the road in cover, and when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be reflecting pooling Malachi.
All right. So why don't we just say, because this is a huge mess. Eventually, the whole party meets up in Clydesdale the next day.
Okay.
I think that's a good way to just blaze through some of the confusingness of this, because eventually you guys will be able to get there.
Van is going to chop off his stone skin before he goes into Clydesdale.
Okay.
Like he waits until the town's in sight and he just hacks at his arm a little bit.
So we're going to say somewhere around noon the next day.
Okay.
Actually, no, Clydesdale to Redport is actually a pretty big distance. It might take Van multiple days to get there. Let me check the distance. I have it
So
written down.
let me know where would they be in the morning? Because like the thing Van wants to do when he gets up in the morning is cast Reflecting Pool on Malachi. So if I know that they're going along the road, he's probably just going to wait for them on the road, and then he can meet up with them there.
You guys are flying as a Pegasus towards Clydesdale at night?
Yeah, I guess, because I can just keep refreshing
I mean, it took him all night to get to that point, though, right? Like he had to rememorize all his spells.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's like Van's going to wake up pretty early in the morning because he went to bed fairly early at night.
I mean, I'm keeping an eye out for Van as well, actually, on the road. No,
yeah, but he's hidden.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
we're
I'm
still
saying
in-
I'm probably going to wake up and
Right.
get on the road before they pass me up.
Also, we are invisible.
Yeah,
But
so
they
I
are
wouldn't see
flying
them.
at 48. They are flying at 4 times faster than a normal person would go. So if they fly for 4 hours at night, that's the equivalent of a person walking for 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 days worth of
What
travel.
I'm saying is that they travel like when. God, what am I trying to say here?
Can I just interject? I don't think I do fly that fast, Neil, because I think if I'm carrying Jeeves and Bastion, then I'm going to be encumbered.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Plus, like you said that he spent all night like learning his spells and getting everybody together. So I'd probably already be awake and ready to like reflecting pool him by the time he's going down the road.
Sure. How do we solve flying issues? When you polymorph to someone else, you don't get their strength, do you?
It says you get enough strength for normal movement.
Okay. Sure.
Wait, does that mean that you can't be encumbered?
I don't think so. I don't see why it would mean that. But
It says you get enough strength for normal movement.
So if you polymorph yourself into a horse, you can carry the amount of weight that a horse could carry.
I think so, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it implies.
So if you polymorph yourself into a horse, can you kick with the amount of force that a horse gets? You don't get the horse's strength.
No, you can't do the attack. It just says the spell doesn't give
Right.
attack, magic, or special movement.
All right, we'll give you carrying carrying weight as if you were, hauling whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
fine.
So if I
they're moving
reflecting
pretty
pool in the
quickly,
morning, do I notice that they're like
You would notice
Have they
that
passed me
they
up yet?
are somewhere on the road. You probably wouldn't know where they are, but you would see them walking. Do you guys eventually walk, or do you just keep flying?
I mean, I actually think we just keep flying, because why wouldn't we?
okay? So
Fly,
Van's seeing
learn
that they're
spell,
on the
fly,
road.
learn
Van's
spell.
going to he's just gonna walk along the road wondering if they're like behind him, because if that's the case, then they'll pass him up.
They're well ahead of you already. Clydesdale, Redport to Clydesdale, 70 miles. So
Then Van just walks. I have unfailing endurance, so I can force march.
sure. We're gonna skip another day. Everyone will be in Clydesdale
Okay.
on Sunday, the 20th of November.
Oh, it's so broken. God damn it. Makes me feel bad.
Okay. I have just a few questions left before we bring everyone back together again.
Sure.
All right. Wait, does Van possibly not die on the road though? Is that not a thing?
Yeah, okay, I need a roll for encounter checks. He could die on the road. Thanks.
Sorry, Sean.
You guys could also die on the road too. We need to do encounter checks for everyone, but assuming that there's no encounters.
Well, we're invisible, so we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're invisible. You're fine. So when you get to the town, when you get to Clydesdale, what are you going to? What's your approach? You're just gonna fly into it invisibly?
No,
Well, I would take off my stone skin and say that to
Yeah. Van is waiting until the town's in sight, and then he's going to take off his stone skin. And then once he's done that, he's just going to head in. And I don't want to stay in Clydesdale too long, but I do need to meet up with them before we can figure out where to go from there.
So no one has stone skin anymore.
Yeah.
Assuming I make it to town.
Right. Assuming you make it to town.
I think for good measure we might fly over the wall and then
So
reappear.
Malachi and Kine, when you're in Clydesdale, you fly over, cancel your invisibility, and where do you wait for Van?
I think we go to the inn that we've stayed in before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's roll encounter checks for Van Helsing, see if he dies
what happens.
alone in the wilderness.
Just as long as you've got tree, you'll be fine.
That's true. I do have tree.
And you've got unfailing endurance, so you can walk all night long, basically.
Yes, I can just keep going. I rest for that night to relearn spells, but I just keep going after the reflecting pool and all that shit.
Well, I like to think that Neil had a whole thing. Did you have stuff planned for this session other than
Tons of stuff, yeah. It's okay, I'll just use it for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well into the spell, subjects may force march with no penalty.
I
Engage
can-
into up to
yeah.
12 hours of hard labor. Okay,
So
so
I would actually get fatigued if I went all night. So I could wait on the road, but
I just
could I go
need to know
all
how
ni-
many
if I were to
encounter
force
checks
march
roll
all night,
for
would I
you.
make it to Clydesdale based on how long it takes to
No,
get
it's
there?
like 70 miles away, and it might be 60
70
miles away
miles?
from you. Redport to Clydesdale on the road is 70 miles,
Okay. How long did it take us to get there by carriage?
like 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, the carriage.
What I think I'll do, I'm probably slower than a carriage going along the road. So if I see a carriage on the road, I'll probably ask if they're willing to transport me. Like if they're going my way toward Clydesdale, be like, hey, I'll guard your carriage if you offer me transport.
The carriages won't do it, but a farmer will give you a ride on his wagon,
Sure.
which won't make you go any faster, but you just won't have to walk it yourself.
It might also be safer, I imagine, to have like a big carriage for animals.
By carriage, you mean cart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that looks fine. So eventually, Malachi, Kine, and Jeeves are at an inn in Clydesdale.
Yeah. And I'm going to be meeting up with
Van
them when I get
Helsing
there.
is arriving separately by wagon a day later.
Yeah.
And
I thank the farmer for the ride and give him a gold piece.
very pleased with this. Hold on. Because the guard at the gate of Clydesdale has a description of all the people who did the things back in Redport. Van's got the plate mail.
But I don't
and
have
the
stone
blonde hair,
skin.
but he doesn't have the stone skin, and he's alone.
Yeah.
So let's give the guard like an int check at -8 to know whether or not to accost
If he
you.
passes, I can also probably talk my way out
Maybe.
of it.
I'm gonna roll his
Also-
intelligence and then give him an int check at -8 to see if he can.
Okay.
figure out
Also,
where you
he's
are.
coming from.
He has 6 intelligence.
So he
needs to
literally have to roll a
one.
1. He's gonna roll a 1. That's my luck.
No, he rolls a 15.
Okay.
All right, you're fine. You get it. Everyone gets into the city. Everyone's
Cool.
back together again. Jeeves is missing a few teeth, and you
Yeah.
guys have no carriage or no
Yeah.
horses.
I
Yeah.
think, given the loss of the carriage, the loss of the horses, and what's happened to Jeeves, at some point I go and visit him. I assume he's like sleeping in one of the rooms, right? It's been quite a tough ordeal for him.
Yeah, you got a potion of healing. He's pretty good.
Look, Jeeves, I knock on the door.
Yes, my lord.
I come in. Jeeves, don't get up. Sit down. Look,
Okay.
you've been through through a lot these last few days, and none of it would have happened if it wasn't for me.
Yes, my lord.
No, don't get sassy, Jeeves. We've lost the carriage. The horses are gone. So maybe you want to retire. I'm not saying I want you to, but maybe you want to. And if you do, then I'll give you enough gold to live out the rest of your years. I'll make sure you get wherever you want to go, and we'll call it that.
Well, shit. I think we have to end the session on that note.
Aw.
This has been an unusual session. I don't know how else to describe it, but I think that there's no better stopping point than everyone getting back together and Jeeves being offered a respite. I know some people got a little bit more playtime than other people this week, but
that's fine.
it'll work itself out in the end.
When Van gets there, like I might not be there at the end of the session, but I was going to consider doing repair injury on his teeth to see if they would like regrow, because it's not like his whole mouth is destroyed. It's like his teeth are injured. So I'm wondering if repair injury would work for that.
Also,
No, repair injury won't work because the teeth are missing. Like you repair injury on a missing finger wouldn't regrow it.
before we end, I would ask Van to cast Cure Wounds on me, because I'm missing 8 HP.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do some healing.
Yeah, you can heal up Bastion. Kind.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how to calculate experience for this week.
Well, hit dice experience, not the peasants, but the assassins and the guards.
Yeah.
That's true. You did defeat 2
Assassins.
second-level rogues, a second-level fighter, and 3 2-hit die guards.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hit dice for you, Kine.
Times 60,
Um,
so 720.
those second-level rogues, or were they third-level rogues? They were third-level rogues. Add another 2 hit
Okay.
dice to that.
Bloody hell! Hey, she wasn't sparing any expenses there. Guess she had all that dirty.
Well, I
cloak
think
on
they were doing it on their own. Like she just had the bounty out for you.
Yeah,
In
it
general.
was just a sitting order.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I mean
So-
is, though, it must have been quite a bounty.
Oh.
It was 200 for Malachi's head, 100 for Van Helsing's head.
Wow. Hey, it still stands. It's probably a lot more now.
Well, now people will realize that Zinli's dead, and that means the bounty's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now the Baron's the one with the bounty.
Oh God.
Well,
Plus this much for second level fighter, and the guards were probably worth that much. It's a little generous. Let's lower that a bit. Okay, so divide that between 3 players. Everyone take 416 experience for combat.
Okay.
Everyone take 100 experience for the recap, 200 experience for role playing.
rescuing Jeeves.
Right, you rescued Jeeves from jail. That's worth 500 experience divided by between the 3 of you. So everyone take 166 experience for rescuing Jeeves.
I have my spell levels. I only did 12 spell levels because I didn't cast very many things today.
Okay.
I don't know. I cast a lot, Neil. I don't know how
Cast
you
a
want
lot.
to do it. I've written down a lot less than I actually cast, which I'll read out to you if you want to make calls.
Yeah,
on
I
them.
think when you do a chain of things like this, though, I don't feel comfortable giving you the experience for all the spells.
Yeah, I agree. So I would say, right, I cast Clairvoyance.
Van Helsing, how much experience did you get for your spells?
It was actually 14 spell levels, and so it was 700.
All right, double that, and you can take that.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah, just twice what Van did, because you did more stuff, but you had some...
Some bullshit
fucking
for
weird.
it.
Yeah, there was some real bullshit going on.
There was.
I
You need
think
to.
that's all the experience for everything.
Yeah.
Do you wanna-
I didn't do
you can
anything
just-
to move my ethos, so
Neil, if you want to just say the potion of vitality lasts 24 hours or...
No, we're leaving it. Rules is written, man.
Okay.
7 days. You've burned through 2 days of it already.
Yeah.
And that's it for Hardcore Heroes this week. There will be no Hardcore Heroes campaign plan. Oh, there probably will be.
you might want to do before we do it. Malachi can do like multiple days of spell learning in a single day since he has the potion of vitality, and we did kill a day before Van got in town.
That's true.
So you might want to do that really fast.
Oh, there are. Yeah, because I've got Aldrich Spellbook. Let me just get that out. Oh, man. has been an overpowered day. Let's see what's in here that I haven't got.
I hit 90,000 XP.
90,000. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm at 38,808,000.
Nice. It's even worse for you. You have a harder time leveling than I do. Like warrior XP is even worse than clerics, and clerics gets pretty bad around the blade.
Did we do Mouth-Slasted Arrow already? Did I fail that? Did I not write it down?
I mean, I wish I would have gotten XP for all these people killed by the web. I would be about 6,000 XP more.
I think I might be studying Mouth-Slasted Arrow as we speak.
Okay.
I think you might. Yeah, I don't remember you failing it, but I thought you were learning it.
I know
it's
there was
not
a
like-
discussion about Mouth-Slasted Arrow and its usefulness.
Maybe I went for something else then. Hey, fuck it. Do you know what? Well, no, I do need to finish learning mouths. If I haven't started it, then I will start it.
I mean,
Okay.
Acid Arrow is pretty good because you take damage the next round, or you damage the next round, and if you cast it against the caster, they probably won't be able to cast the spell next
It's
time.
good as
You
well.
do learn
Wow.
Mouth-Slasted Arrow.
All right, there we go. Because that's another 200 XP.
Take the extra 200 XP. Do your
It's
10
bad.
cents and all that jazz.
It's good as well because I haven't got any damage spells at level 2.
Cool. So that is our unusual episode of Hardcore Heroes, everybody.
Yes, there is a discussion thread up already.
Fantastic. If you come back tomorrow at noon, we'll be doing a 4 to 6 hour episode of Dicing with Death. I think it's going to be fairly Roy-centric.
Yay!
Everyone loves Roy. He's the greatest
Yeah.
character that's ever been made in any show
He-
ever.
He is the character that Desmond the Dashing was supposed to be.
Yeah, definitely.
What about next week, Neil?
We're going to be playing next Friday at our normal noon
Yeah.
Pacific time.
Not Sun-
Is it
not
maybe going to be
Sunday.
Sunday? I can let you know in the future about Sunday.
Is there any reason? The only reason we were going to do Sunday is because it was kind of awkward for Nick
To do Friday.
It's better for me to do Sunday, but
I can let you know in like a day or two.
I would rather just set it in stone now, if that's okay.
yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Sure.
I've closed you enough grief tonight.
Yeah, I would like to be able to tell people what we're doing
Yeah.
well ahead of time.
Sure.
So we'll be playing next time on the 3rd of February. Oh my god, it's already February. Holy
Yep.
shit. At noon Pacific time, which is 8 o'clock
In UK. Yeah.
UK time, and 9 o'clock
9 o'clock Europe.
Germany time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, guys. Good night.
Yeah.
See you
Bye,
next week.
everybody.
Right.
But